Hi, Editing Heather here. I hate the framing of this footage very much, so we'll do something different next time. Also, Mina's being a punk.
Rolling. Hello. Welcome everybody. We got the research hands today.
I'm trying to decide if this camera angle is a mistake or not.
Let us know in the comments, please.
Oh, I'm sure I'll know before we're done editing.
Probably. If not, it'll just be an audio version.
We're playing around with it.
Yeah. We also have daylight today.
I know, we're normally vampires.
Yeah.
So we have natural lighting.
Yes. Alright, you want to kick us off while I'm getting the sources together?
Sure. We've been terminally online.
A little bit.
And we wanted to dive into this one topic that has just been fascinating me lately.
Pissing me off, actually.
Which is the demon spawns that are taking over Sephora. And Ulta, just beauty stores in general. I'm so fascinated by how ridiculous it's getting. And it's kind of funny and it's really sad.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I used to wear a lot of makeup all the time, and when I was in the MLM, we got a whole skincare stuff, so I did learn a lot about skincare and stuff like that and what you need at certain phases at a base level. So when I saw, and I know a lot of other creators are covering this, so we're not going to post too much stuff. We'll try to keep it short and sweet and just give our 2 cents and throw up some clips and some basic information for people who watch our channel that may not also watch the same content that we do, aka spreading the word around the interwebs. But essentially, kids don't need $1,000 skincare products.
Yeah, like I would probably say like something to wash your face and then something to moisturize. At the most.
That is it.
Honestly, I would say most humans just wash and moisturize. It's really all you need.
Yeah, especially for
fuck this anti-aging crap.
Yeah, for kids, they have the most precious skin on the absolute planet.
I want to go out like Betty White.
Yeah, right? Alright, so I have sourced a few TikToks, but I want to go, I have some notes about some big anti-aging things that are in these products that they're getting, because I know what they are. I'm going to put like a little blurb. I'm finding some sources from like the FDA and IAH.
Oh my god, you know whose opinion I would really love to get on this?
Robert Welsh.
One of my favorite YouTubers, Luxaria. She has a degree in
Estheticians?
I can't remember what specifically, but she'll go through like viral TikToks on like really big makeup fails and whatever, and she'll explain what's happening.
Yeah.
She's really, really like
Robert Welsh is amazing too. And I don't know if he covered it. The video that I watched was from Kiki Chanel, so if you haven't watched her, she's absolutely stunning.
Is she the blonde girl?
Yeah, she's beautiful, beautiful human being, but also hilarious, and also got me a little fired up on this too. So, she was also like into like makeup YouTube and stuff in the very beginning, so she also has some experience.
Yeah. I just want to put this up front right here and now. I don't necessarily think we're going to add anything to this conversation. No. I just think it's really fun to talk about.
Yeah, just basically like give our 2 cents on it. We'll keep it short and sweet, give a synopsis on it, and go from there. So, what do you think about it, Heather?
I'm kind of amused at the circus, but also I feel so bad for those employees that have to deal with this nonsense.
Yes.
I had enough anxiety just doing retail in general before all of this. So I cannot fathom how people are not disciplining their kids enough. Like, hey, don't be a fucking brat. Like, apologize to those people, you know?
Yeah.
And like the people that support them, I just can't get behind.
I wholeheartedly agree.
I'm also really salty because the neighbor kids also don't get enough discipline. I'm sure you hear them in every video.
Yeah, we're sorry. Maybe one day we'll get a silencer on our camera or something.
At least it is literally the middle of the day this time. Usually they'll be up at like, it was like midnight last night when they were
Although it was Friday, but
screaming.
they're
They're
younger.
tiny.
Yeah, there's a couple bigger kids like in middle school and high school, but yeah.
I've never seen these children, but I hear them all the time.
Yeah. But so do we want to start with what the products that they're raging over and how this all kind of like came to be?
Sure. I also think the brand name Drunk Elephant sounds really, really annoying and pretentious.
I have never heard of this company.
Same here.
And we're pretty, like, we kind of love Sephora. Like, we're not super big into makeup, but
I had my
we know
makeup
the
phase like a
brands.
couple of years ago.
Yeah, but we know, like, popular brands
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like, if I said, like, Laneige, you'd probably know.
Yeah.
And whatever. So, the brand is Drunk Elephant. If you haven't seen the physical bottles of the product, we'll throw some photos up.
They're like really ugly and ridiculous to me. When they
They're-
like squirt from the middle.
Well,
Like that's insane.
the reason why I think this is coming about is because the colors appeal to kids. If you look at like Rare Beauty or Ariana Grande's brand or Fenty or Sephora, they're very neutral.
Most of those have like celebrities behind them though.
Yeah, or even just like non-celebrity brands. Like if you walk into Sephora, it's usually not super colorful, bright highlighter colors all over the place. Like maybe like Too Faced will have a little bit or whatever.
Yeah, Too Faced is like a clown car of high-end makeup.
Yeah, exactly. But,
Also, I kind of want to point out about the packaging, like, as much as I think it's ugly, I do think it's nice for people that have disabilities. Like,
Yes,
it's probably much
the
easier
push.
for them to just push and boom,
I do
you got
like
it.
that.
So,
yeah.
in that respect, I can respect it.
Yes. Kudos to them on that. I think the color scheme that they picked is it's highlighter colors, like pink,
Honestly,
bright
I
orange,
kind of
blue.
dig that.
It's very appealing to the eye, so you
I
can
kind of dig that.
you can see why the kids are going after it, and
It
it's got an
feels fun
elephant.
and fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we talk about those stupid smoothies that people make?
Yeah, so what they do is they take this, I'm assuming it's the Repair Cream Butter Lipid Complex, which, mind you, is $70 fucking dollars. 70. And it's like a little round thing, and it's got a little pushy, and they push down and throw the bronzing drops on it and mix it all together on testers in the store. First of all, those testers are to like swatch on your hand to make sure it's the right shade.
And that you don't have a reaction to it.
Yes, exactly.
Make sure you like the formula.
Yeah, or going like this, making sure it matches your face and your neck, or if you have another color like you were explaining with the eyeliner, fine.
If you want to do a fucking smoothie, do it on your hand.
Yes.
Children,
exactly.
please. Well, also, it's really giving what I used to do when I was a kid, where I would like cook by like mixing together whatever I could find in the fridge. Like literally Saturday mornings I was unhinged.
Oh, I've heard this before.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would just make whatever.
Yeah,
It's
like my
do we
parents-
smell bacon and broccoli?
My parents would just be like trying to sleep in, and I would just be like having a ball in the kitchen. I remember I would turn on like VH1 and they had the music videos, and there was an artist that I knew my parents liked that came on, so I just like cranked the television volume all the way up so they could hear it.
You're trying. You're
I
trying
was
to be a
trying.
good kid.
Oh,
Anyway, back to this. So, the colors are very appealing to kids. The functionality of the products are great, just not for children under the age of 18.
like literally you don't need anti-aging stuff. You are still growing up.
Yes. If you've ever saw a child, they have no pores. They have no peach fuzz. They have not a damn blemish other than maybe like a freckle here or there. They have the most perfect supple skin. So the three big things that I have a problem with are retinol, AHA, and niacinamide. I don't have a problem with these being in skincare products. They're there for a purpose, but not for children. So those of you who don't know, I'll put like a little blurb or something up here. I just got basic definitions of what these are in case you don't know. So retinol is, it increases skin cell production, which is called proliferation. It helps unclog pores. It also exfoliates your skin and increases collagen. Collagen is the thing that makes your skin bouncy and nice and plump and like moisture in a way.
I've never had skin bouncing.
Well, it's
I've
like
had jiggling because I'm fat.
No, it's like your skin loses moisture as you age. So when it's younger, it has all this nice nutrients and everything that it needs to conquer the world, and then as you age,
like how you see like a person's hand and it kind of looks like dehydrated and deflated.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. They are lacking collagen, where you can kind of see through the skin. It's very thin. That's to some degree what collagen does. It like puffs up the skin a little bit and makes it good. That's the best way I can explain it right now because I'm heated. Which can reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, giving your skin a fresher, plump appearance. Okay, perfect. So, and I'll throw a source from the clevelandclinic.org, what retinol is, cream serum, what is it, benefits, and how to use. So that's where that little excerpt was from. Niacinamide it helps build cells in the skin while also protecting them from environmental stress, such as sunlight, pollution, and toxins. It also helps with acne, may be helpful for severe acne, especially inflammatory forms like papules or pustules, so like cystic acne type deal.
But these are preteens that have never had acne a day in their life.
Yeah, they may have like a little tiny bloop, like a whitehead, and that's it.
Yeah.
Over time, you may see fewer lesions and improved skin texture. So that's for external stresses. So if you get a sunburn.
Well, I did actually have a thought that just thinking about like the children being obsessed with skincare, like I think for smart parents, they could really use it as an opportunity to educate their children about how they should be maintaining their skin. Like develop a good healthy routine of like cleansing, moisturizing, like parents, if your kids are getting into skincare, like do the research on what is healthy for them and try to guide them in the direction of like what's going to help them and not harm them.
Yes.
Because it would be a wonderful habit to develop if they're doing it right.
Absolutely. I think...
And don't buy them $80 products, please.
Yeah.
I, as an adult, won't even buy myself $80 products.
Yeah, I refuse to get samples from Sephora of luxury brands because I'm like, what if I like it? Then I have to spend $60 because that's all I'm going to want to use. So it's like, you know, I'm good with CeraVe and e.l.f. and, you know, e.l.f. actually has some really good, like, things in their products.
I buy from TJ Maxx, so...
Yeah, as long as
Girlie's on a budget.
If you read the, like, ingredients list and what it does and what it has in it and what percentages it has in it, and you know what your skin needs, if you have oily skin or whatever, knowing your skin texture, if you're struggling with dark circles or puffiness or whatever, you can Google, okay, what helps with puffy eyes? This does. Okay, great, go get it. That's really all you have to do. I know a couple of years ago there were these two, I don't remember if they were married and they were both dermatologists, but there were these two guys and they have a YouTube channel all about skincare and what it does, ranking their favorite products, best products, worst products, what has the better thing for a retinol or whatever, really, really informational type of stuff.
See if you can link that, if you can find it.
I will. Yeah, it should be pretty easy to find because I watched it for a while. But anyway, so niacinamide is basically when you're out into the environment for extended periods of time in traffic, going to cities, traveling, whatever. So you're getting
outdoors.
Yeah, all of that external stuff. Kids are in school for 8 hours a day. Yeah, they're playing outside, but you're putting sunscreen on them. Also, if you're not using sunscreen, and that's for both of us included, please, for the love of God, use fucking sunscreen.
I have sunscreen, I just tend to forget.
All year round on the face. All year round on the face. I know I'm horrible with that.
See, that is something that I don't actually do. But I probably should.
Well, you're about to be 25, and side note, after 25 your skin starts to age and decay. So we gotta take care of that.
However, you have seen my mother.
Yes.
My genetics are fantastic.
True.
Like, my mother and I, literally, same face, same height, same weight. Literally just picture me with short hair.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
I look at her and I'm not worried. Well, I look at my grandmother and I'm not worried.
Regardless, we still should be wearing sunscreen.
I know,
and that goes for myself included.
My genetics, I think I have the genetics where, like, you just look at something funny and you get cancer, you know? So I should probably be on top of that.
Probably. Yeah. So that's not something that kids are going to be prone to, environmental stresses. So,
but develop the good habits.
Yes.
You know.
The last one that I have is AHA, which is alpha hydroxy acid. No bueno.
For anybody?
No. It's good for what I'm going to explain.
Okay.
It says products containing AHAs are marketed for a variety of purposes, such as smoothing fine lines and surface wrinkles, improving skin texture and tone, and unblocking and cleansing pores, and improving skin conditions in general. So that's if you have, like, very fine lines that retinol isn't, like, most people have a retinol and an AHA, two different products, and they use one in the morning, one at night. But the thing with retinol and AHA is they do their job well.
They're strong.
They're very strong. Yes. So, like, hey.
I can't imagine being that concerned about lines on your face. Like,
yeah.
I look in the mirror and I'm looking at other shit. I'm like, ew, I want to lose weight, or ew, my hair's so frizzy today. Like,
yeah.
Or, like, this outfit is bomb as hell. Like, I don't focus on the fucking lines, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think also a lot of this is coming down to, do you need to restart?
Finish your thought.
So, a lot of this is kids are on TikTok, which they should not be. There is an age limit of 13 to at least be on there, and then you have to have a dual account, either younger or until I believe they're 16 or 18, something like that. Please do not put your children on the internet for any fucking reason. Mm-hmm. I don't care if they're a mommy and me account. No. There are too many predators on the internet that are downloading your content. I just looked up earlier how to download TikToks. You can download any TikTok and save it to your phone, regardless if it's your profile or not.
And if they have it set to, like they'll take away that option, but you can still screen record.
Exactly. So don't...
Even us as adults, we're a little bit like...
What should we censor?
About what we put in.
Yes. Don't put your kids on the internet extensively. If they pop up here and there, okay, fine. Great, you know, showing an outfit that you got them or a little bit of their room, but and I've said this before.
Or if they do something cute and stupid.
Yeah, fine, but...
I would be that mom.
Don't let them be chronically on the internet. It's very bad for them. And I guess what I'm trying to say is because they're being on the internet for whatever reason, either consuming it or putting content out there, they're seeing everything.
Not just from a safety perspective, but from a perspective of when you go on TikTok, every other fucking video is an ad or sponsored in some way.
Yep.
Like, the goal of that app is to get you to buy products.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what's happening to these kids. And they're not realizing that these products that they're seeing are not meant for them.
Yes. They think, oh, it's colorful, it's cool, it's cute.
They're like, oh, this is skincare. Like, thinking like, oh, skincare is healthy, a good thing.
Yeah.
But they're not being taught like the nuances of like, hey, this could actually harm you because your skin is not developed enough yet.
Right. And the parents who may or may not be educated in skincare or know about the products, if you're a parent and your child says, hey, I want this, you should be looking into, okay, why do they want it? Do they want it just from social media, or from school? And everybody has been through those days in school where there's the popular kids and they have everything that they wanted and they have the latest stuff, and that's what they're seeing. These kids, literal, just turned double digits, have better skincare than me, better makeup than me. They have full-fledged vanities, they have Stanleys, they have every fucking TikTok product.
You know what was popular when I was that age?
What?
Silly bands.
Oh, those were currency.
Yeah.
I had the glow-in-the-dark ones.
I had, like, my favorites that I had were, like, the Scooby-Doo ones.
I like the ocean ones. It was like a dolphin.
I had, like, a deep blue one that was, like, in the shape of a guitar. That was another favorite of mine.
I'll try to throw some pictures up. Yeah. Just a little array of silly bands.
Oh my god, I might find mine later when we go through my stuff.
Maybe. But
I don't want to give another update in the middle of the video that we kind of wanted to talk about.
We'll post a TikTok if
we were swimming in my basement yesterday.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
So we also come from different times where, like, us as 10-year-olds, top tier cringe level shit.
Children.
Yes. Now I feel like
they're seeing the adults and teenagers, and that's who they want to emulate.
And that's what they're starting. I could look at like a kid and think that they're 24, and they're 13, and I'm like, there's no way in hell. And I know I looked young for forever. Like, I always looked like, when I was 18, people thought I was 14.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and when I was 21, they thought I was 18. So I've always been a couple of years, like, behind. I don't know, I think stress aged me because now I don't get ID'd at a bar anymore. And I'm like, fuck. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But these kids are looking older than how we used to look, and they want to act older, and they want to act grown, and they want to have grown level shit, but they're not prepared for it, and the parents aren't doing anything. And I saw something else, and I showed you it too, about how, like, us, like, millennials are starting our own families, may already have kids already.
I'm Gen X, or Gen Z, I think.
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah. I think it literally starts the year I was born.
I know.
Let's see if you remember the year I was born.
No, because I'm 95, and that's the end of millennials.
I thought
I'm at the cusp. So 96 starts the next one, and I don't know what the next one is. So you are probably in that one.
Yeah, I'm Gen Z.
So you are Gen Z. Little Gen Z boomer. Just kidding.
I'm the annoying generation, I know.
Well, you're still in the 90s, so I don't consider you Gen Z, but like, not really.
Well, I was also the kind of kid who, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the not like other girls kind of person.
The pick-me.
I was like that, but so aggressively, I'm not like anyone else, where I would just like actively hate on trends.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to de-learn that.
Yeah.
However, I will hate on Stanleys all day long just because they're fucking ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
we'll make another video
if I actually like a trend, then I'll be like, you know what? Fine. Like, Squishmallows, they were cute. A friend of mine got into them. I got soaked into them too. Like, if a trend is cute, I can acknowledge that. Yeah. But, like, the Stanleys are fucking hideous. I hate them.
I was also the same thing where it's like, oh, I hate Uggs, I hate skinny jeans, whatever. And then I was like, well, this was back in high school and they were popular.
Yeah.
Started to be popular, I guess. And then after a while, I was like, you know what, I kind of want them. And my mom's like, I thought you hated them. And I was like, not anymore.
I was just like, you people have no culture. You don't even know who the monkeys are.
You
That's
were
how I was.
pretentious. You weren't a pick-me. You were
I've always
pretentious.
been pretentious. Always.
Yes.
I've been trying to work on that.
Yes, but yes, back to the matter at hand. I'll read off some of the prices. $49, $22 to $98, $62,
What's the
$69.
$98 one?
Protini Polypeptide Firming Refillable Moisturizer.
Oh, honestly.
You don't need polypeptides when you're 10 years old.
I don't know what those do, but those sound like something I don't care about.
Yeah, they're also getting exfoliators, and that is extremely harmful for your skin on any level. Like, you have to be very careful with exfoliants. You are only supposed to use them maybe twice a week at that if you actually have, like, in the wintertime, like, really dead skin. Or you could dermaplane, but you're not going to dermaplane and use an exfoliant at the same time.
What is a dermaplane?
A dermaplane is like a little face razor. So I have a few I can show you, but it's just to get the peach fuzz off your face. I did it the other day. Yeah. And you just go psh, 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 and it's like psh. But that's also a type of outer exfoliant, getting the dead skin off and all the dead stuff that's clinging to your face.
I feel like that's only on a technical level.
Yeah, it's just
like,
a very surface.
For me, it's more like a very fine razor.
Yeah.
I would categorize it more into the razors, but I understand how it can be called an exfoliant.
Yeah, it's a surface level exfoliant because it's scraping anything that's loose, where true exfoliant's going a little bit deeper into the next layer of skin. Which those like little, you have to be very careful with exfoliants because they have little things in there and beads that also don't get decomposed in the water, and also I don't want to say they can get stuck in your pores, but some of them are not good for your pores in general.
It's like scratchy, scratchy, scratchy.
Yeah, it's like taking sandpaper to like, I don't know, a hairless cat.
Well, I think a good metaphor is, if you're familiar with selenite, the crystal, it's very fragile. Like, anything can scratch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I think a lot of these are not... Let me back up. So, okay, when I was in high school, I was a freshman or a sophomore, and this was around the time where 50 Shades of Grey was like kind of popular with adults. Like,
I remember.
Like, kids didn't know about this yet. And I have always loved books, and I was into my little, not murder mystery, but like kind of that realm of like, you know, Dean Koontz, mystery, psychological thriller, whatever. So when I was looking on Barnes & Noble, I saw a book, a black cover with handcuffs on it. And I'm like, okay, interesting.
Crime novel.
Exactly what I thought. Exactly what I thought. So the reason why I'm going over this is because I bought it and did a store pickup, and my mom took me to the mall to go pick it up. And
is that what made you the way you were?
No. No. It was educational. I learned a lot. But so we go to pick it up, and mind you, my mom is not a reader. She has I don't want to say like a comprehension problem, but like she'll read the same sentence 6 times before she understands it.
Yeah.
So reading's not really her forte. So she was just bopping around. She's like, all right, go in, get your thing, and come back out. And I go up to the counter, a 14-year-old, 15-year-old, walking up saying, hi, I'm here to pick up my book, here's my name. And he looks at me and he's like, are you sure you're allowed to get this? Are you sure you want this? And I'm like, yeah, just put the book in the fucking bag. I didn't say that, but I was like, yeah, I bought it. Give me my book. And then I get home and I start reading it and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But it was actually like a really good book, but my mom had no idea because she wasn't a reader. She didn't, keep up with anything. But
educate yourself on what your children are looking into.
Yeah, but
that's funny.
It was funny. And I was reading it in high school, walking around. It was like the book that I did my book reports on in English class in a way. But I also, as a reader, you probably understand this, like, you can look past all the sexy stuff and look at the context and the character relationships and stuff like that. So that's what I was looking at. It was a little bit awkward. There were some paragraphs that I did skip over.
To be fair, when you're in high school, your brain does have the concepts of sex.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
like,
I think the next year was like when I
Yeah.
first started fooling around, so it's like
yeah.
wasn't in being in the backwoods of Redneckville.
That was your pastime.
Pretty much that and drugs usually. So it wasn't like I didn't know about it. It was just
Yeah.
I learned about a whole different world of sex that I wouldn't have. So like because of that, I knew what a butt plug was. I knew what anal beads were. I knew what bondage was. I knew what all these other things were.
I don't understand the point of anal beads.
They're great.
It just seems ridiculous.
They're great. Don't knock it till you try it.
What's the point of it though? Like, I don't get it. I sound like such a fucking idiot right now.
I'll cut this part.
This is such a tangent.
But have you ever taken a really nice shit and you're like, ooh, that kind of feels good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's that. Except the other way.
Going in?
Well, you're supposed to put it in and then slowly bring it out and then push it in and then out and then in and then out.
That doesn't feel like a sexual thing. That just feels like a boredom thing.
No,
Like let's simulate pooping.
No, it does feel weird at first, but it's more of like that while you're doing other things.
I know you're gonna snip it, but this would be the funniest damn highlight.
We can.
Oh my god.
So, back on track.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, please, as parents, discipline your kids, and on behalf of all retail workers everywhere, we do not like being talked down to by children who don't pay their own bills, and we're just there doing a job, and you standing up for your child, knowing as a grown-ass adult that they don't need this shit. And there are a few clips where they are just honestly like spending thousands of dollars on this shit, and it's sickening.
Don't let you or your child be the reason that someone has a breakdown.
Exactly.
At work. Like, retail is ridiculous enough as it is.
Exactly. So I think I did have some TikToks, but I think you've probably saw some of them. I've also saw some of them.
Maybe. Did you want to watch them? Or?
We can. I saved a few, so I'll
Let's watch like the best of the best. Or the
Okay.
worst, I should say.
I kind of just was scrolling, so they might be good. They might be just some that I've had saved. So hang on a second. How do I go to my saved shit? Help me.
The little bookmark? you know, like the button that you press to save things to begin with?
We have to clip that.
Yes,
See, millennial, Gen Z. Case in point.
Listen, it took me a very, very long time to start using TikTok. I still don't know how to do very much with it.
Yeah.
But
I just downloaded the app like 2 weeks ago.
You were like adamantly refusing to for the longest time.
Well, I also
I'm proud of you.
I also didn't want it because of all the controversy that was happening around it beforehand, and productivity and the attention spans of people, and let alone kids. That's a whole nother topic that I'm going to get into.
I think I'm a testament to that.
Yeah, on top of, people who already can't pay attention as much as like a normal human being, and normal being in quotations.
ADHD the app.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really rotting brain cells, to be very honest with you, and I would prefer to not keep mine. Or prefer to keep mine. I meant to say
I'm
like
that.
and not be like that, and
I'm
to
clipping
keep
that.
Whatever. Fine. All right, let's get these TikToks rolling. Okay. So, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll turn my volume up.
Part 2 of Sephora Kid Gone Wild.
So this girl...
I have seen it, yeah.
Okay, you saw it, so I'll skip it.
She's talking like she's an influencer.
Yeah. And she was standing in the store like, come here, come here.
Where she was waving in the window.
Oh my god, it pissed me off.
What a little brat. Like, just call your mother. You probably have a cell phone.
Put
Look at all of this fucking makeup. Sol de Janeiro, all the
Literally,
brushes.
how can their parents afford that?
I can't even afford that. And I don't have any kids. Unless y'all be using tax money or some shit.
I'm not even gonna
ridiculous.
be like, I can't even run through that stuff. It's hard for me to run through one bottle of anything.
I think also if you look at the OG makeup YouTubers,
Oh, they had huge
walls
collections
of makeup, and I think that's what they see.
I like the decluttering collections.
Yeah, Laura Lee. Oh my
It's kinda
god,
fun.
Laura Lee has downsized significantly, but a lot of hers is like sentimental stuff and stuff that she's worked on or was given. But still, like, also
You do not need that much skincare. It's gonna go bad so fast.
yeah. Also, PSA, they're on the back. Hang on, I'll grab it 1 second because this is important.
Okay.
I'm on my little skincare hiatus right now.
Maybe. What do you think?
Alright. Alright, so.
Mail's here.
Mail! Okay. So I'll do close-ups. This is my skincare. I have the Pure Skin Dermatologist Developed Toner with oat milk, aloe juice, and niacinamide. Elf Skin. It's my toner. And then for moisturizer, I have Holy Hydration Face Cream, Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Sunscreen with hyaluronic acid and peptides. It's like a thicker cream. I get the lighter one in the summer. So on this one, if you look at the bottom, it'll say expiration date to 2025. So
What?
February of 2025. That once opened, it goes bad by that time.
But also they'll have like a little thing where it's like a product container and
Yep.
it'll say 6 months or
Right
12
here.
months. Yeah.
This one, I'll do a close-up. It says 6 months after opening. That's what that means.
Unfortunately, I did learn that from Jeffree Star, but that is actually good information that has stuck with me. So
Yes.
we
Even
can look past that.
even for like concealer, liquid makeup, all that stuff, if it's not dry product like powder or eyeshadow or like a powder bronzer, those are fine because you can just take like a little thing and wipe off the top.
I am unfortunately that person that like
We've all done
doesn't
it.
pay attention to when I open stuff. Like
Yeah,
if it seems like it's fine, I'll still use it.
exactly. But imagine if you had 50 open products that you
Yeah.
use varying times.
That would be thousands of dollars of waste.
Exactly my point. And I'm not gonna
Literally,
get
this
my-
is why we're killing the planet.
Right, exactly. And like I watched something else about consumerism too, and it's like, oh my god, these people have just drawers of shit.
Send that to me.
I will. So yeah, I think that we were going back to the TikToks. Sorry. So
You'll be taking my Sephora kid sister to Sephora.
They act like they're influencers. Just the
I know.
whole
I don't know what this
personality.
is. What is this, guys? I don't know.
It's like talking with your hands and being like more animated.
Yeah, more
I
dramatic. Yeah, she's like going around the store looking
That's
for
like
everything.
me when I go to crystal warehouses.
And now she's complaining.
Oh my God.
Behind the counter, mind you.
She said they have nothing on.
Taking my Sephora.
And I don't know if any of these are staged or like true. If he was like, all right, I'm gonna film you, like be dramatic, because that also could be a case too. But there's no reason you should go behind a counter for anything.
Let's not encourage any of
No,
that.
no. If you need to talk to an employee, go up to someone. Also, don't interrupt them if they're with another customer, unless they're like passing by, like, hey, can I help you? Or I'll be with you in a second. Like,
I have
be
stepped foot in
mindful.
a Sephora. They have employees on the floor that can help you.
Exactly. You don't need to go to the register.
It's different if you can't find anyone, but like
Or they're all
Sephora
helping
has
someone.
people on the floor.
Yeah.
You
Or
can wait 30 seconds if
or-
they're with people.
exactly. Or like go up to the makeup station and be like, hey, like when you're done, I just need help finding a product. It's no big deal. Like, you know, they also get commission off of helping you find stuff. So they
Yeah.
want to help you. That's why they bother you all the way around the store. So don't be an asshole.
Also, like, it's really bothering me that this guy is like just watching and not like
Intervening.
saying anything and being like, hey,
Cut it out.
Like, of course they don't have anything you want because everyone's looking for it. Like...
And that's part of the consumerism too,
Yeah.
is like, I also watched something where there are these people that go into TJ Maxx and they have their phone and they're recording on
I've seen
live.
that, yeah, I watched
and
the
they're
video
like,
too.
oh, I want 6 of these, okay, put them in my
That is the
cart.
most insane.
Oh my god, I damn near had a fucking aneurysm.
Next video?
Yeah, we'll do one of that.
I hate that so much.
And all of these are on Kiki Chanel's channels too. She did one about Stanley's, about TJ Maxx, about
We
this.
could do one about the TikTok crystal lives.
Oh my god, yes.
I've been trying for probably a year and a half, maybe even 2 years at this point, to do a video in Highland Crystal. Just, which is like specifically the only one that I'll like actually watch.
Yeah, we can do that. I feel like you guys seem to like the lesbian TikTok reactions, so maybe just hopping on more trending stuff.
I have been begging and pleading for her to do a try not to laugh challenge where we try to specifically find things that cater to the other's sense of humor to like make it a challenge.
Yeah.
But we got to take our time to really get the
Get the
good
content.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have a handle on my sense of humor. I think I might struggle a little bit. So.
I don't know. We'll see. But we have a few more.
I genuinely thought you guys were exaggerating when you guys were telling your stories about the little girls in Sephora. They are actually insane. It happened about 2 days ago, and I didn't want to tell this story because I do have a younger audience and I didn't want anyone mad at me. I'm not targeting anyone. I'm just telling my experience. So for Christmas, me and my sister, we got like a lot of Sephora gift cards, and we were like, all right, let's go spend it even though we don't really need anything. Let's just go for fun. So the second that me and my sister walk through the door of Sephora, literally right as we're walking in through the door, me and her both look at each other like, because we see a little girl, like 10 years old max, actually 9 years old max. I mean, I didn't stop and ask the little girl, hey, how old are you? But she looked very, very young. And she had a basket filled with stuff, like I mean filled. So I walk over to the Drunk Elephant section because I haven't tried the Goldie Drops and I like really wanted to try them. Me and my sister were just kind of like scanning all the products, seeing if there's like any new Drunk Elephant products, and there was another little girl at the Drunk Elephant stuff with us. Okay, let me word this as best as I can. So there was another little girl over there around her age, and I guess she was looking for something. And the friend, the one that we seen in the beginning that had so much stuff in her basket, let's call her Basket Girl. Basket Girl walks over there. I guess like her friend or sister or whatever that was already at the Drunk Elephant stuff with us, with me and my sister. She goes, oh my gosh, they don't have it. Like she literally screamed it. And then they started like mixing stuff with the Drunk Elephant tester. Then they start opening up the packaged items that you buy and they start mixing those. The packaged items that we're supposed to buy, they're mixing them, using them, and then putting it back into the packet. My sister has no balls. I wasn't gonna say anything, but she did. She said, you guys can't be doing that. The little girl goes, who asked you? My sister's exact words were, you're like 5, where is your mom? While this is going on, we kind of like shifted more towards the Glow Recipe stuff because the Drunk Elephant and Glow Recipe were like right next to each other. I guess the little girl got mad about that comment that my sister made about where is your mom? And I thought y'all were lying. I thought y'all were lying. The Lord can vouch for me. I thought you guys were lying. They started knocking stuff off the Glow Recipe shelf. It wasn't Drunk Elephant this time, but they started knocking stuff off the Glow Recipe shelf. They didn't shatter anything, but they were knocking stuff down and laughing. Now this poor Sephora worker, if you are watching my video, please comment down below and tell me if this was you because, oh my goodness, she was young, she had pink hair, she had her makeup done. Please comment down below because bless your soul. She went up to the little girls and she was like, hi guys, you guys can't be doing that, blah, 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 blah. Me and my sister are like, got your ass. Mind you, me and my sister, we are nosy, so we stayed right there to listen to the tea. The girl looks at the lady, the one with the full basket, not the other friend. Are you like 10 years old? Why is your hair pink? My jaw dropped. I'm like, whose kid is this? Whose kid is this? Again, this poor worker, she sighed and walked away. She didn't say anything else. That poor worker. At this point, we've been in the store for, I want to say, like 15 minutes. Like 5 minutes goes by. This Sephora is like really freaking big. Somehow we end up at the perfumes together. This little girl took a perfume, the ones that look like this, not like the full size, but like, I guess like the little roll-on. I don't know exactly which one it was, but she stuffs it in like a little purse that she had. Me and my sister look at each other like, why is this 5-year-old little girl stealing from Sephora? Again, my sister with 0 balls, 0. She walks by them and she goes, ooh, I'm snitching. The one with the basket, the full basket. Shut up, rat. At this point, like, I feel like I can't even blame the kid. Where is your parents? Where is your parents? So this line was literally huge. We saw them get in line, and again, me and my sister are nosy, so we're like, let's go get in line. By the way, I don't know if she, like, took it out of her purse or anything. We walked away after that because we weren't going to be following little girls around the store. And, like, low-key, I was scared what those little girls were going to do to me if I snitched on them, so I just kept my mouth shut. Please don't come at me. I just acted like I didn't see it. Like, I really didn't want to get beat up by 10-year-old girls. I really didn't. And they genuinely looked like they bite, so again, I just kept my mouth shut. I don't know if I said this already, but the line was like extremely long. Like, it's right after the holidays, of course it's gonna be long. This girl pulls out her phone, looked like it was either the 13, 14, or 15 Pro Max. She goes, "Mom, where are you? We're about to check out." In that exact tone. Next thing that I hear is, "I need your card, hurry up, this is embarrassing." In like the rudest tone ever. If I talked to my mama like that, I would have no teeth in my mouth. But right as they get to the register, we were still in line, like we were just one person behind them. Guess the mom of the girl with the basket walks in. As the Sephora worker is ringing like the girl's stuff up, the mom goes, stop scanning please, stop scanning please. Literally just like that. The mom goes, "This is absurd, you girls can pick 3 apiece out of this pile." The little girl with the basket looked at her mom, and I'm pretty sure everyone in Sephora could hear her, goes, "I want it all!" Like, not that loud, but it was loud. The mom goes, "Do you think I'm made of money?" Like, about to cry, like, "Do you think I'm made of money?" I'm not gonna lie, this was a little bit funny. The girl goes, "That's what mom stands for, made of money." I was like, my teeth all the way down to my toes. All the way down to my toes. If I talk to my mom like, "Ooh." Low-key, her mom slays for this. She said, "You have 5 seconds to pick 3 things or everything's getting put back." Like, mean. I was like, oh, it's getting real. Me and my sister and the worker, like, that was checking us out, we were like low-key laughing, and I was like, go slower. And she just kind of like giggled. I was obviously joking. We just wanted to hear the tea. The worker was laughing too. She was like, "Girl, we see this every day." I'm like, anyways, the girl starts crying, sobbing, hysterically crying. I don't know how she made herself cry that fast, but hysterically crying. And the friend or sister or whatever is just sitting there like quiet, not saying a word, and she is sobbing. I hate you. You're the worst mom ever. You're the worst mom ever. I'm never talking to you again. I wish I had a new mom. I'm like, we're just sitting in shock, and like everyone in the line is laughing. Cause like the line was filled with like teenage girls, like looking at this like, what in the heck, she's literally 5, why is she acting like this over makeup? As I was like tapping my phone to pay, the mom or whatever looks at the cashier and she's like, "I'm so sorry, just scan it all." I looked at her like, "No girl, you're supposed to say put all that shit back, put it all back." I don't know how much like the total was, because I wasn't there to like hear anything, because like I was done checking out. But when I am telling you guys, I am regretting not taking a picture of the little girl's basket, but I'm not gonna take a picture of a little girl. Like, that's not right, I think. I promise, when I'm not lying, when I say that basket looked like it cost more than $1,000. I'm being so for real. I know I seen Rare Beauty in there. I know there was Drunk Elephant in there, and I know there was Charlotte Tilbury in there. There was, I think, Burberry her perfume, like the big one. I'm not sure. Oh, on top of that, what she stuffed in her little bag. Anyways, this video is literally almost 10 minutes long. I'm sorry for like holding you guys this long. I just really wanted to tell this story. I know not all of you guys are like this. Please don't get mad at me. I was just telling what I saw, because like I was not believing how crazy these little girls can be in Sephora.
I just saw a girl on my free page talking about how Sephora has become the new Claire's. There's a bunch of 10-year-olds running around feeding for Drunk Elephant and like pink.
I used to love Claire's when I was a child, by the way.
Yeah,
I was obsessed.
I don't understand.
Like literally the most feral. I was a camp counselor. The Sephora kids are different than any type of kids. First of all, whatever did happen to Claire's? Because I catch myself.
I feel bad for those employees. Like, they can't keep up with the masses.
This one pissed me off.
Everybody in 4th grade has one.
In 1st grade?
4th grade.
4th grade.
And I don't. You have
Oh my god.
beautiful natural lashes. You don't
This girl has the rosiest cheeks on the fucking
She's
planet.
like 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, barely.
Not even double digits.
It looks like she's wearing blush. I don't know if she is or not, but it looks like she has naturally rosy, perfect cheeks. Okay, I know mascara and blush are completely different, but like, what the fuck?
That's like the classic, like everyone else has it. Like, I'm gonna be the outcast. Like,
Exactly.
Well, tell your fucking classmates to go suck a dick. I don't know.
And
That was bad. I kick rocks.
that's also one thing growing up in high school where I hated Christmas for so long because I got socks, underwear, hair ties, chapstick, little things of like mascara and shit from the dollar store, little lotions and stuff from the dollar store. I got what I needed and maybe one nice thing for Christmas birthday. I was not getting an iPhone. I had to beg my mom to get me an MV3 in blue for my birthday one year.
What's that?
It's a flip QWERTY keyboard phone.
Oh.
But it was time for me to upgrade, and I was like, I want this one. She's like, you can either get a camera, like a digital camera, or this. And I was like, well, but the phone already has a camera on it. So, like, I was not one of those kids getting the first iPhone, the Hollister jeans, all of those things I had to buy myself. I bought my own Uggs, my own North Face, my own Spikes, my own name brand jeans. So like when those other kids, because their parents can afford it, and this is not to knock them if you want to get your kid nice stuff, but think about how you're impacting, how your kid is presenting themselves to the school, to other kids, and what those other kids are seeing who may not have it. And that's not to say like you have to do something about it. It's just put it in perspective. Like, does your 9-year-old need name brand jeans that they're gonna grow out of in like 5 weeks?
Like, let's say you're a parent and you do have the resources to be able to get your kid this thing and you don't mind them having it. Like,
Yeah.
just be aware of the fact that it's like something popular and just be like, hey, you are very fortunate that I'm able to get this for you. Like, there might be other people around you that don't have the resources and everything, so like
Be
be
conscious.
kind to them. Like,
Yeah.
don't be a fucking brat about it.
Exactly.
That's just
Or-
parenting. Like,
Yeah, or one thing you could do as a parent is be like, you know, I know a lot of people are like, oh, like sell your old clothes and that stuff, and that's fine. But what, like growing up, we were hand-me-down kids. Like this hoodie was my mom's. She gave it to me. So like there would be trash bags of clothes you'd go through, try everything on, pick what you like, and then donate the rest to somebody else or pass it along. So, you know, food for thought, maybe if you're a fortunate parent who has a child who has name brand things and you're like, okay, time to clean out your room, you know, go through your closet, see what fits, what doesn't fit around school time, you know, maybe say, hey, do you or reach out to a teacher and be like, hey, I have some name brand things.
oh, that would be sweet. Like,
And
if there's
say,
any lower income students.
yeah, do you know of any parents or students that would like, you
Yeah.
know, a bag of clothes free of charge, or, you know, $30 or whatever.
If you know someone who's struggling, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or like have like a little, you know, back to school shop for schools,
Yeah.
like in like August, say, hey, okay, we're gonna have a back to school clothes sale. All the parents throughout the month of August, bring all your stuff that your kids don't wear anymore for younger grades.
Or even just a goddamn yard sale.
Yeah, a school yard sale, go
50
through
cents a
toys.
piece, boom.
Yeah, toys, books, clothes, stuffed animals, whatever. That way, like people who, it kind of shortens that gap between, oh, I have to pay for it and I don't want to beg for it. It's like, hey, okay, we don't need this, I'm giving it, and someone else can get it if they want to at an affordable cost. Even if it's like, let's say it's $20 to go and everything is like 50 cents or a couple dollars, or it's free or whatever it is. That would be such a good idea. That would be amazing if we had that back then. I probably wouldn't have gotten picked on so much.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But yeah, that
got me
just
heated.
that begging is like, how awful are your classmates that they are melting your brain into this?
And kids have gotten worse.
This-
Do you need to restart?
Yeah. John has a, I think, 6-year-old niece, and it scares me to think that that might be her future.
Imagine her going to Sephora and doing
I-
this shit.
Hopefully her parents are not gonna fly for that. But I know her parents are also like,
Pretty
they
down
like
to
name
earth.
brand things.
Yeah.
You know, like they're doing well. They like to enjoy things. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh
Oh,
boy, is she
boy.
gonna be spoiled. She's a good kid though.
So we wanted to just give our 2 cents, our opinions, thoughts, controversies. So closing thoughts.
Shit spot.
My brain.
You're so triggered.
Yes. Because I'm at
Listen, I have my own triggers too. So
yeah, I have a little bit of experience in the makeup world just on my own education.
You've also had experience on the more predatory side of the makeup world.
Exactly. And
Which
how
probably hits close to home, especially because
influences.
we just did the MLM one.
Well, not only that, I also am at a stage in my life where, like, I look at an 18-year-old and I'm like, you're a baby.
Uh-huh.
And I want to protect them and be motherly and nurturing. Like, if I have kids in my Uber, I will make sure they get to the door before I pull off, and I'll drop them off at the sidewalk and wherever they, like, I want to, like, can we just protect the fucking kids? Like,
Yeah.
please, let them be 5. Go play in the dirt. I don't care. They don't need to be on the internet. They don't need to have phones. They don't need all this other shit. And that's what makes me upset, is because a lot of parents aren't teaching their kids these things and worried about it like how I would be. I don't know.
I also think there's a way to support your kids' interests, but to do that in a healthy way and to manage their expectations. Like, listen, we can't afford this really expensive skincare, or like, these products that you're talking about are not made for your skin, but let's find something really similar that, you know, that is going to be helpful for you. Let's learn more about it. Let's find one maybe with cute packaging you like, or a nice scent that's not going to like destroy your skin. Like let's get more involved, but also like put your foot down and like, listen, please make sure you're nice to these employees. Like, they're there to help you. They're not your enemy.
Yeah.
It's not their fault if something's out of stock. You know. So.
And coming from the retail world, if I see a store is closing, I won't buy anything. I'll be like, I'll be 5 minutes. I'll be in and out. I'll get what I need to eat, what I need, or I'll get out. I won't even go in.
Yeah, if I see that they're like a half hour from closing, I'm like, oh, it's too late.
Yeah, exactly.
Even an hour feels like...
unless I'm running in quick to just grab one thing and I know what I gotta get, then it's fine.
Yeah.
But I've told grown adults who are older than me, who I'm like out with, where they're like, oh, let's go here, and they're like about to close. I'm like, don't put those workers through that. I've called them out. And they're like, why are you being so rude? I'm like, I've been in that shoes where I've had to stay an hour and a half after the time that I should have been leaving because someone was fiddle farting around. You're wasting that person's time and they're not getting paid for it.
Like, please teach your children empathy. Because those are human beings.
Yes.
Working in that store. They have thoughts and feelings.
Yes. Be nice to retail people, and be in your kids' lives where you can talk to them about things, but not so much where you have to exploit them on the internet either. So.
Yeah, I'm not fully against gentle parenting, but I think it should be gentle but firm.
Yes, exactly.
Like setting boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I think we're about done.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed. If you don't know what's going on, there are plenty of other channels.
And if you see any Sephora kids, backhand them with your Stanley.
Don't do that. We do not condone violence over here.
She doesn't.
Well, if they were my kids, they'd be getting their ass whooped on the floor.
I know.
But Sappho and her sister out. Let us know what you think. Thoughts, comments, opinions. Feel free to share and explore the internet for whatever else you need to be safe.
And if this camera angle is trash, I'm sorry. You can blame me.
Bye.